brothers and sisters, today hundreds of Sikhs in front of White House, hundreds of Kashmiris in front of White House, hundreds of Manipuri people in front of White House are giving a message to our dear President Biden. In the 1930s, when Nazi Germany was implementing its policies of one nation, one race, one people, majority in Europe and America, they were thinking that Germany is progressing under the Nazi party. And when to the President Roosevelt initial representations was made, he said that our reports are that in Germany, markets are full of people. People are visiting places, trains are running on time. Nothing such is happening, whatever these people are accusing here. But when Second World War happened, we came to know about the plight, what the Jews, Gypsies, physically handicapped, libertarians, Catholics went through. We gave a slogan, never again, never again. But my brothers and sisters, this is happening again in a country named India. Majority of Americans have the perception of India. When they hear word India, they think it is a land of Gandhi. It is a land of yoga. It is a land of mysticism. It is a land of spirituality. Of course, India had an old civilization, Indus Valley civilization. Of course, there were values of tolerance and love in this land. But now that India, not only that air and water of India is polluted, but the very minds of majority in India has been polluted. As by whom? By Hindutva ideology. And to understand what is Hindutva, you will have to read Golwalkar, one of the founders of RSS, his book Bunch of Thoughts. In Bunch of Thoughts he says that what solution Nazis have found of the minorities, the same solution should be applied in India, and he gave the ideology of Hindutva. Savarkar, one of whose followers, Nathuram Godse, who assassinated Mahatma Gandhi on January 30th, 1948, that rotten, dirty, full of hate, racist ideology of Hindutva. Modi, who is today the Prime Minister of India, he is the product of that ideology. And you will find similarities. Go to Google and type the word swastika. From where swastika, Nazis symbol came from the Sanskrit. And Sanskrit, swastika and Nazi means racial superiority. The word Aryan, which our American brothers and sisters say, it is Arya. Arya is in Sanskrit. Aryan, swastika, this ideology that believes in superiority of one race over the other. And that was the slogan of Nazi party. One nation, one race, one people, one leader. The same ideology has been incorporated by RSS, and their slogan is Hindu, Hindi, Hindustan. If you have to live in this country, you will have to convert to Hinduism. You'll have to speak Hindi language. Otherwise, you will be victim. You will go through the same route through which the Nazis sent 6 million Jews and Gypsies and other people. Brothers and sisters, we, the Sikhs, who are over 1 million in this country, we came in this country towards the end of 19th century. We have contributed a lot, and we are proud that we came to this country whose ideology, our founding fathers, those who came from the same kind of persecution from Europe, they founded this country on the values of freedom of expression, liberty, justice. But today, our President Biden is hosting a man Modi. And let me tell you, United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, which is a bipartisan commission that came into being in 1996, for 4 successive years, United States Commission on International Religious Freedom report mentions that India should be declared a country of particular concern. Not only that, in India today, Sikhs in Punjab, Muslims in Jammu and Kashmir, Christians in Northeast, while we are talking, go back to the media to look for the last 5 weeks. One of the states in the northeast of India, Manipur, one tribe is Kuki tribe there, which is practicing Christians. Over 300 churches has been burned in the state of Manipur in the last 5 weeks. This is what the Archbishop of Manipur has said. Manipur is burning as they want to uproot the tribal Christians from there. Punjab is burning as they want to subjugate the proud Sikhs. And as Sikh people, those who stood in the First World War, Second World War, alongside those forces which were fighting against Nazi Germany, who were fighting against fascist Mussolini. But today, we are ashamed as Americans, I'll say, that our President Biden has invited this murderer Modi to White House. This is the same thing as if President Roosevelt would have invited Adolf Hitler to White House in the 1930s. This Modi, he carried out genocide of Muslims in Gujarat. Over 2,000 Muslims were butchered in 2002 when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. BBC produced a 2-series film, India the Modi Problem. But see, even India banned that documentary in India. They didn't let it there be exhibited. Not only that, Indian intelligence agencies raided the offices of BBC in Delhi and Mumbai. And even India prevailed on Twitter on Mr. Musk to block this on the social media platform. This is the power of propaganda. Majority of Americans are made to believe India is the largest economy becoming. India is Rishabh Guru. Modi is doing the same fraud in front of United Nations under the yoga and all. But look with care towards his hands. His hands are smeared with the blood of minorities, blood of Sikhs, blood of Muslims, blood of Christians, blood of tribals, blood of scheduled castes, and still President Biden has invited him today. There is a one full-page ad in Washington Post by Committee to Protect Journalists of CPJ, and that ad tells that has given pictures of 8 prominent journalists in India, those who have been sent behind bars as they try to express their opinion freely that what is happening to the minorities, how the mob lynches are happening, how the mosques and churches are being burned, even Sikh historical Gurdwaras, they are being taken away by the Hindu Taweez. Our message is very clear to White House, to the people, to opinion makers, lawmakers, decision makers. When Nazi persecution was going on, as one quote of one very popular rabbi said, they came after a Catholic, I was silent as I was not a Catholic. They came after a civil libertarian, I was silent as I was not the one. They came after a communist, I was silent as I was not a communist. They came after a Jew, I was silent as I was not a Jew. Then they came after me and nobody was left to speak for me. And look at double standards of this Nazi India. Russia invaded Ukraine in the month of February. India has not condemned Russia even for that invasion. Until today, even while Modi is here, he is defending Russia. There used to be just $2 billion of trade between Russia and India, but in the last 1 year, this trade has gone to $22 billion. What is happening? On one hand, we have put sanctions against Russia, as Russia has violated the UN Charter. Russia has invaded an independent sovereign country of Ukraine, but India is buying 42 times more crude oil, reprocessing it and selling back in the European market. This is what Modi is doing. And our question is, our dear President Biden, you are a foreign policy expert. For more than 40 years, you are in US Senate. You are the chairperson of Foreign Relations Committee in the Senate. What is wrong with you? What has happened to you? Why you have closed your eyes and ears? Why can't you see that India is what the Nazi Germany was in the 1930s? 1,500,000,000 people today are facing that kind of situation which the German people faced. And let me quote President Jimmy Carter. One time he said 6 million Jews were killed by Nazis. The membership of Nazi party was also 6 million. That how 6 million could kill 6 million? For the reason that other 60 million were silent. If other 60 million would not have been silent, those 6 million Jews would not have been killed. My brothers and sisters, America is a land of hope, beacon of hope. What we have to do to a farther part, 30,000 miles away with India, why the Indian dirty linen should be washed on the land of United States. But we have seen whatever happens in any corner of the world that is going to affect us. We are talking about that India, that irresponsible nuclear power, our Sikh civilization, our Sikh people are kind of sandwich between the three nuclear powers. China is nuclear power, Pakistan is nuclear power, India is nuclear power. And it is a flashpoint. And today on one hand, we castigate one party for something wrong. But what is wrong with our opinion makers, lawmakers and decision makers to point to Modi that Modi stop these fascist policies, stop detaining political prisoners for long. You must have seen the pictures of these 6 political activists. Some of them are behind bars for the last 30 years. For the last 30 years, in spite of that they have completed their jail terms, still they are not letting them come out of the prison. We are peace-loving people. But one thing our gurus, the founders of our faith have told us, and that was what Guru Nanak, founder of Sikhism, challenged Babur, who invaded India in 1526. He said, if two powerful duel, one is defeated, no regrets, no complaint. But if one powerful body haps on the hopeless, those poor people, then the honor of that sheep is unanswerable. Ours is the same. We are for peace. We are for justice. We are for equality. Hitler was a narcissist. Modi is a narcissist. They enjoy the suffering of the others. They suffer with inferiority complex. They don't have the courage to speak the truth, but they are very strong at propaganda. As Nazi Germany had Mr. Goebbels as the propaganda minister, India is master of this propaganda. They have controlled all the mainstream media in India, almost 600 channels. They have controlled the media here as well, and on social media. It may be Twitter, it may be Facebook, it may be Instagram. All social media platforms today are influenced by the Indian state. When a question was asked to Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter, that why did you take off the link of that documentary of BBC on Modi, he said, we don't want that our people there in India should go to jail. What more testimony we need that what is happening in India in the name of democracy? That is a shame. On one hand, we as a democracy, we have made mistakes, but still America is a hope. In the last close to 275 years, we have learned lessons from our mistakes. We moved forward. Though the letters of Indian Constitution are very secular, but the spirit of Indian Constitution is racist, casteist, and that is our message. We are here to tell our president that you have hosted a murderer, a killer Modi, whose hands are smeared with the blood of minorities, and that is what is the lesson. And we want to say when we say Khalistan, it is a name of a nation which has been named after over 150,000 Sikh young men has been eliminated, liquidated in the fake stage encounters from Punjab. In Punjab, Amnesty International is not allowed, Human Rights Watch is not allowed, UN observers are not allowed, even US SURF delegation is not being given visa to visit India. Let me shout 5 times Khalistan slogan. India out of! Khalistan! 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 Who is the butcher? Indian government! Who is the butcher? Indian government! Who is the killer? Indian government! Who is the killer? Indian government! Who is the terrorist? Indian government! Who is the terrorist? Indian government! India out of! Khalistan! India out of! Khalistan! Indian democracy! Shame, shame! Indian democracy! Shame, shame! Indian thugocracy! Shame, shame! Indian thugocracy! Shame, shame! Indian Nazi-cracy! Shame, shame! Indian Nazi-cracy! Shame, shame! Indian castrocracy! Shame, shame! Indian castrocracy! Shame, shame! India out of! Khalistan! India out of! Khalistan! India out of! Khalistan! ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।